Hello, hello, welcome back to Wheel of Games, where we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Blueprint. Last time, I felt like I was so close to getting the Antechamber, which would have let us get into the basement through the fountain, but we ran out of keys just too early. We still have a heck of an allowance now, we're all the way up to 15, so that at least wasn't too bad. And we also pretty much bought every book from the bookshop save for one that cost 40. But we've got all the expensive ones. We just need to draft the library to make use of it. Let's hit our outer room first. Draft anything in. Oh. Just have a stone roof. Excellent. I think I'll take the shelter, because that's just so rare and it protects me from the red rooms. Items for trade. I found so many items last time that actually would have turned out well. But let's get our experiments started really early. It always gives us a chance. So we need to... Now that the shelter's really a good room for the outside now, which is funny, I thought I was going to hate it, but with Blackbridge and remote access, being able to start an experiment right away. Good. Yeah, I think getting keys was actually a possibility. What do we have? I want to see the bees first. Okay. Setting dice is good. Each time you find trash while digging, permanently up your allowance. Like, that's just great. The bypass security door is only the key cards. I don't want something that's going to mess with my money too much, but it calls it gold. It's not coins, it's gold. But yeah. I mean, trash while digging allowance. I feel like I find so much trash and no keys from that digging that, I mean, let's just boost that even more. Setting dice, if it was add to dice, that would be amazing. But yeah, so I want to find a shovel, and this could be absolutely fantastic, or we never find a shovel again and it's terrible. But this also feels like it has a good chance of... I still think it's 6 experiments would get us to the right radiation to unlock every room in the house. So there's more to it than just the greed of the allowance. It's also trying to unlock everything in the Great Hallway would be amazing. So drafting east first last time wasn't too bad. Reading nook. I don't really like any of these, but as long as the library that comes off of it is going to the right, then that would be fine. So if the mage chamber, dick. Corridor, it's like a free extra rank further on. I'd almost want to take the storeroom out of that, because I know the reading nook might dead end me into the left, and then I've only got one thing. I can't take the storeroom, I have to take the corridor for the off. I always take the den, but getting into that corner is so good. So I'm going to go through reading nook first. We're going to get our key, and I mean, the library might be worth it just to read the unredacted history of Orindia. That's something we really wanted to see. So please turn to the right. Good. And now we get to see something special. Unredacted. I'm the only one who's checked it out. Okay, here we go. Was graciously gifted by Simon P. Jones, which is our name. So I guess we bought it from the bookshop and put it in here. Kinda weird. But okay, Ajera to Eraja. Interesting. I'm gonna have to just compare page by page both of these. Okay. So now, Orindia was once the name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters. Though the term is no longer employed in the halls of politics, nor commonly known to the average citizen, its memory flickers in the hearts of those who hail from the lands that it once encompassed, and many of the elder generations in hushed circles still refer to themselves as Orindians. Yet we must not let the flame of history dwindle into the obscurity of whispered conversations, nor permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon the name of our land. We must keep alive the embers of our past and preserve them for the generations yet to come. So, Ajera. Most historians mark the beginning of the First Era, often denoted as Ajera, by the ascension of the first king of Orindia, whose name, Oris, would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Oris is also the name of a town somewhere. Before his coronation, as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Let's see, I remember they were saying, like, somewhere on that page it was saying, like, that he was known for drinking or something. Like, Horace was known, blah, 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 and, like, it wasn't just blacked out, maybe they actually changed some words. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Oris had but one aim, expansion. Territory spread forth from the heart of Oris, and by the end of the first centuries, the black banners of Orindia could be seen fluttering in every hamlet and hostelry, along with every thoroughfare from Oris all the way to the western banks. A new kingdom was born. It was the fourth king of Orindia who split this vast domain in 3 equal shares, 3 realms for 3 children. To the eldest, he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest called his new realm Orinda Ares. So Fen Ares was out of Orinda Ares, and that's why Orinda, not Orindia, as well. Interesting. Okay, so I wasn't totally wrong with what I was reading out of the sigils there. The youngest was Argeres, the land of the northern storms. So, a good deal more vast than Orinda Ares. Middle child, daughter was Araja. Just a realm steeped in tradition, so magic poetry of the old tongue. As the Second Era drew to a close, the 3 sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of the distinct regions, ruled by their sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives. Known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation, the succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition. The Third Era was defined by the construction of a vast network of railways that spanned the length and breadth of the land, linking the northern mountains of Arch Ares to the southern shores of Araja. Interesting. The map, it kind of looks like there's a waterway between Arch and Orinda Ares, but okay. The development facilitated travel and commerce between the 3 realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. But that would not be it. The Fourth Era. Right, it was King Deciles that they were saying was a dream. As the kingdom of Orinda Ares entered the Fourth Era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Deciles III was a king who listened to the voices of all his subjects, from the most influential advisors to the humblest of citizens. He was a king who often was seen among the people, eating, drinking, and conversing, a sight that shocked not only the gentry and the court, but the masses as well. So they said he was often seen among the people. He was often seen drinking, a sight that shocked. Who could scarce believe that they, as peasantry, would ever sup with the crown. Deciles was renowned as the king of the people, and it was therefore a surprise to no one when he made the decision to move the capital from Reddington to the public stage of Oris, leaving castle and court behind. The people who were overjoyed by this choice in the city welcomed their king with open arm and great fanfare, yet not all were swayed so easily. Okay, so he moved it from Reddington to Oris was the ancient capital. There were those that viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his station and were wary of how readily he could be persuaded by the tears and tales of the common folk. These dissenting voices planted the seeds of discontent, which took root in the lawns and gardens of the nobles of Fen, or as I have been instructed to say, the grand city of Fen. After the passing of King Desolus III, the Fourth Era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died naturally in his old age and surrounded by his people in Oris, far away from the growing unrest among the western city of Fen. The very next day, the 6th of October, the self-proclaimed Prince Learson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. This was bolstered by a surprising number of supporters due to the fact that Desolus IV shared his father's good name but little of his virtue. So Desolus IV didn't have as many. As the prospect of his civil war seemed inevitable, Realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out the Fensurrection. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once the center of splendor, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of the innocent echoed through the city streets stained in red. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment, who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Learson to join a formidable army. Together, they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arch, Ares, and Nuance to join their cause. However, even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years, and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Prince Learson himself added number to the casualties, but even in death he had won. Oris had fallen, and with it the realm. The black flags that had blown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place red banners were hoisted in honor of the fallen Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear for their lives to the south, forever exiled. Today, the realms inherited by the 3, Fen, Ares, Arch, Ares, and Araja, once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. Spruce and birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we share a common past. And as those trees continue to grow, so do our hopes for a common future. A future where we are not defined by the colors of the banners we raise, but by that which connects us, a land that we each call home. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, our mothers, and our children. This land is, after all that has happened, still Orindia. A little curious about exactly what was changed, but there we go. I'm gonna have to take every screenshot again here. So I'm going through and looking at what specifically they decided to blacken. So if we look at this one, it certainly got rid of the Orindia name, but the term is no longer known to the average citizen of the elder generation. They're just basically changing the meaning. So get rid of the name of Castle Orindia, and talking about the black banners that used to go. Fourth king of Orindia, and was accepted Orinda Ares. After the angelic paragon of royalty, Orinda. So Orinda is actually one of the basically one of the angels that we would probably see over in the chapel. And Arch Ares. And from Araja in the south, they censored that it was a mystical realm of the ancestors, a land steeped in tradition, magic, and poetry. Now, from the tribal, or from the sigil thing, there was a sigil for tribal, which I was wondering about, and perhaps that's kind of what it was trying to refer to. So in the third era, a whole lot was blacked out, but they talked about the third era is when all the railways were constructed. So I wonder if Fen Ares did something to get rid of that. But thinking the northern mountains of Arch Ares, the southern shores of Raja, promise that would unfortunately not be kept. Then we've got the middle page where we got the thing from detective, and just pull up. The king was often seen drinking. Added about that bit earlier. So his voice planted the city, which took root in, and I have been instructed to say, the grand city of Fen. That's just normal propaganda. Not much. Yeah, thankfully the king died, naturally in his own age, surrounded by his people. The self-proclaimed Prince Learson, bolstered by a surprising number of supporters, due to the fact that those four shared little of his virtues. So they're trying to put Desolate for all of his bad stuff onto the Desolate the Third. The rest of that was pretty similar. Hey, they didn't take anything out of page 7. And these last 2 pages were basically entirely. I'm not even sure if this page was in the first one. I just don't have a screenshot of it. Maybe I missed one. And then we're still already. Okay. Sorry for the listeners, but this one is directly looking at comparing blacked out sections between 2 different pages. So there we go. That's what we learned. The big thing is Orinda Ares was the name of that place, and also the name of basically the saint or paragon or whatever they called it of royalty. Back to our exploration. We're going east. We would like to reach the corner, but this is our fertile green room ground. Give us some green items. Didn't I make you ultra rare pantry? How do I keep seeing you? None of these are great. The pantry is less terrible, but I'd almost rather get the walk-in closet because I'll probably get the gem pack. And I mean, the mailroom might give me something interesting over here the day after drafting this room. Maybe there's something left from a previous day that will be there for me. Nope, let's just place these. Do at least have a key hidden in this room? And you know what, the letter from the father, I'm not sure I was taking screenshots when we first looked at this. Take another peek at this letter. From Dad to Simon P. Jones. Ben Aries, 630. I doubt 6789 is a thing, but in fog we are lost, fire we are found. Oof. That's something. So the main thing I want to get out of his letter was just, yeah, you're in the garage, but I wanted to get the name of the father. See if he was actually also. Oh, he just calls him Dad. Don't spend all your time playing dirigible. The fact that we don't get the dad's name is frustrating there. Because I thought it was like with the family tree. I could have sworn his name was also Simon Jones. Ah, okay. My screenshots of the letter from Dad there. Package addressed to Danny Ravane to sender. Yeah, that was, I think, the old driver. Email. We got the instructions for that. No new bits there. Nothing that I can see back there. Oh. Okay. And that bit was exciting, and we've got more to read from there. I did kind of knock off the. That's Sinclair's logo, I guess. What else have I just completely forgotten about since for sure I've tried. Picture always feels out of place. Part of the Epson logo. Also had Mount Holly from Mount Holly. Mixed in with it. Okay, our western corner. Oh. Oh. I mean, I feel like I have to take the conservatory. But the coat check. Ah. I will get the coat check again here soon, I'm sure. Okay, ooh, I can drop the lavatory down to extremely rare. I'm not sure how I feel about the mailroom. And yeah, the Mechanarium. I completely misread the one time. Oh yeah, standard. Nope, you are getting banished to the Shadow Realm. And I am not feeling bad. I don't even need to look at the rarities of the other rooms. Yeah. Ah, that feels good. Now we go. Oh, I forgot to draft from the deck. Oh well. Thriller storeroom. Get keys, get useful bits. 2 gems versus 1 gem. Yeah. I already have a way into that. I just need a way forward. So at least I'm already heading back. Give me a shovel. Please give me a shovel. Oh, I'll just have to remember I've got a couple lots of dirt in this green room at the very front. Okay, Den North. Retroactively, not wasted. Straight through, straight through. I mean, I left this as standard, I thought. Really early to get the boiler room. Spend a gem on it? Or just go straight through? I mean, maybe I can get power going and get... If this makes other rooms more common, this is a good idea. Otherwise, not so much. Funny that I've got to tweak things around a little bit in here. Activate this. Right. Back so I can actually go through the door. I don't see any pots of dirt. Confirm. Yep, we're going north. So we've got 2 ways into the rest of the house, right? Security is... Why do you give me the weight room? Can I send that one to the Shadow Realm now? This is also going to propagate the power through to more rooms. Here we go. Still looking for a shovel. Sometimes there's a hidden upgrade in this game. I don't really see it. It's funny, I can get the key card as long as I find the coat check, so I actually want to turn the security up. And just in case they do get set to offline, set them to online. I'll only do that if I never get the key card back. So what have I missed so far? Okay. And the network, I'm pretty sure my outer room is... Yeah. Oh, I'm protected from a couple of red rooms. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Let's draft west first. That's the more restricted one. The progress going the wrong way. I mean, that one's bad. The conference room, at least, everything that's spread would go there. I'm not going to propagate power. Yeah, there's no duck stuff there. So this eastern one is my only chance to keep the power going. Oh man, the archives is the only one that would do that. Well, you know what? I'm safe because of the shelter. So it will not damage me, it's just going to keep power. So now I've at least got some good power going out through there. I want to try going up the west wall. I think it'd be better to go out through the archives first. Double check. Still need a shovel. Good chance for a big allowance increase yet again. Need a shovel. See anything hidden in there? No keys. Useful bits. Oh. And if I had the key card, that would be great. Bit early in rank 3 to get a key card. Okay. Well, I'd probably... And I don't want to take the mailroom right here, but maybe 2 steps ahead. You're already going... And you're all forcing me to stay on the southern wall. I don't like either of these. I mean, I could get into the dark room without light. Didn't I make you extremely rare? What's going on here? I mean, that's dead end, and I've already activated these. So the bad stuff, the light's still going to be out in here, so I won't be able to pick up any. I guess the chapel's the better pick, because maybe there's going to be stuff in here for me to grab. And so now I know one of these various saints. The gardener, I think, told me her name was Rinna. Or, you know, if not saints. Well, that certainly looks like the one of royalty, so Orinda is probably her name. I don't know what that could possibly help with, but there we go. But power, not problem. Okay, give me either a left turn or the coat check. I feel like I have to take the pool because it's all dead end. I mean, yeah, that's just it's what I have to take. I didn't want to take the terrorist. Kind of shovel shaped. That's the K and North. Untested. I don't have a shovel. And I could buy food. I mean, the parlor, this would get me around. And I do kind of want to go left, and I don't want to spend my gems. I want to gain gems, so parlor it must be. Yeah, I don't have car keys and coins today. Being so generous this time. Okay, our first clue is blue, and that clue is the gems are in the white box. Okay. Statements with the word white are always true. Interesting. So without looking at the black one yet, if this was to be true, then it agrees with itself. Aha. So you are also vouching for that one. So if you are true, then you are true and the gems are here. If you are false, then white is not always true, so that would also work. But if white is false, then the gems are not in the white. That doesn't tell us much. So with our third, the statement on the white box is true. Interesting. I don't think this can be true. Because now, yeah, all three of them have the words white in there. So if white was true, all three of these would be true, and that is not possible. So this cannot be true. White is false. Now this is saying that white is true. White is false, so black is false. Therefore, one must be true, blue is true. The gems are in the white box. So the gems are in the white box. Ta-da! Okay, we got some gems for our thinking troubles. And we're going west. Give us many doors. Well, that was more many doors than I was expecting. And why are you angled such terrible ways? The passageway could transmit power if the next room beyond it also had power. I feel like I have to take it for the options. If only I could rotate these. I could take the dining room to try to go north. Why are you all wasting your extra doors, forcing it to go into a dead end? Well, I just got these 2 gems, so house money. Straight. Oh, another keycard door. That's not good. I did set the security to high, but I thought keycard doors were only towards the back. Evidently, if you set high... Oh, no. The laboratory forces me basically into a dead end. It would send the power through. The weight room, I think, also sends the power through. It's the gym that doesn't. This has stuff going around. But it would take up so much of my... It would basically get rid of my bonus stamina. And it would connect the power from the archives, which... Yay. Or I could get 3 items and just live with the... No, I can't go north is the problem. That's... Right now it's a dead end for me. So I'd be stuck with only one way out. I have to take the weight room, and I hate it. But hey, you got power now. So if I get, like, the circuit room, I could shut that off and maybe go through. Oh, no, I was protected. It was my 3rd red room. Oh. I feel good and dumb at the same time. Did that open it up for me? It opened it automatically from the other side. Interesting. Weird. So I guess with a key card, if you've been to both sides of it, it just opens. Some of the lock doors I don't feel like did that. Let's continue our way west. Now we've got plenty of power in this house. I want my keys. Still shows me as... Oh. And I guess I'm taking the bedroom here. Oh. It's at least a free movement room. I can go in and walk right out. Perfect. Well, if I get the garage, I think it's always in that spot. That would work out. And in here, I'd better do the crafting. Please. Courtyard would give me gems and access. Billiard room would give me keys. I mean, maybe the courtyard has a shovel. Give me a shovel. It's got a shovel, I think. I do still want to, like, backtrack at one point. So I'm gonna grab the shovel, because there's that whole allowance thing. Because I do also want to backtrack and come up through the conference room. I need to get down to the observatory. You know what, I've got a surprisingly straight path thanks to that open door. I'm happy with Burnett as well. Another keycard door. Now that I would get something really good if they don't give me the useful thing, they're giving me useful things. Okay, this might lead me straight to garage. Yep. But I think I can sacrifice a gem. The keys are valuable. But the fact that I think those are all... That's not a key card door. I think. That is, and that is. But if I can open that, it's basically going to force a bypass key card. I want the keys. I mean, this one's even better. If I can get up to the north, it gives me a ton of extra. I want the keys. I've got the car thing. I've examined the note. I don't think I took like screenshots of the note that's in the car. I think I might be able to get a special item out of the car too. I'm basically putting everything on getting something out of the weight room if I take the garage. I don't want to do that. So I basically forced myself into having it. So the power still coming out there. Maybe if I go south I can get faster. So let's go into the dining room. I still always think those are treasure maps now that I've seen them. Going south first. Maybe this will just be something that stretches straight across. Oh. Set your gems to 2 every time you go in. It's basically infinite gems, but I can get the key card back, and now all those key card locked doors open for me. I'm taking the code check. Okay. I've got the key card. Yes, I do. Whew. Maybe breathing out a little bit of. So, do I want to spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and back? I could go up through a different way now to get, basically dig out the 2 things in the conservatory, which, based on today's track record, are probably going to be useful things and not the allowance boost that I want. I'm still trying to get to the antechamber and back, and if I make it up north, I will be able to just do that on my way out to the fountain. So I'm not going to worry about backtracking right now. So we really just want to continue a normal exploration right now. Ooh. I mean, I've got the key card. Now I don't want to turn off the breaker box. I'm not protected from that. So I've gotten my 3 of those. 2 items? Maybe? Yeah, figures I get the breaker box the moment after I collect the key. That's a bit annoying, because all that's going to do is let me ignore the gym. Darkroom isn't in here today, and the garage, I've already ignored the one spot it basically shows up. So let's just take our 2 items, get out of this section. Key and special item. Bedrooms give some energy today. What's the sleep? See anything else that's useful? Hardly anything I still need. It's just the corner and the back to that side, and I think I know the message anyway. Any bedrooms to go through? You know what? I do. The first time I walk in there, I'll get 5 extra energy. Thought I saw something. So we really want this one to send us north. It's a left turn. I mean, I guess that's the hallway. Weight room will be blocked off. Maid chamber, I would also like to get rid of. So, yeah, I just continue exploring from here. Passageway would just get me to this same spot via a different route. First, you're so intent on giving me that. At least this would give me double bedroom bonus, but the spare room gets me to a new location. Funny that I'm just destroying key cards that were already in place. Always draft when you can. Got some money. Use that. The boudoir. I still haven't managed to get the safe in there, so I could try her marriage year on the safe. That's something I've been wanting to do. The observatory or the commissary might give me some stuff. I actually reserved the shovel in the commissary. That's not going to show up there, but I could maybe buy keys and other stuff. Either way, it's going to turn me somewhere I don't necessarily want to go. I've got an east that may hopefully turn me north, but if not, this has better odds than this, which I would then need something that would turn me north. Commissary. Maybe the compass will be in here and I can use that. Yeah, I've now missed the sale. It was days 20 and 20. What can I see? I just have to go in. Ooh, metal detector. Kind of late to go for those. Yeah, taking a gem would probably be more useful than the other two at this moment. Can't afford a gem. Oh, right, I could eat that, and given the context of today, I should. Oh boy. We go for it. Don't overthink. Yeah. Well, I'm taking the observatory without question here. The other ones all block it off, but I finally see the showroom again. Got enough stamina that I'm not worried about getting to the spare room and going north this moment. I'm not likely to make it into the antechamber. I'll make it outside, I think. Be on the floor in here. A wooden room is so hard to... What's our stars at 17? Oh, entrance hall has more. And a key. And that looks like an apple. You don't have any, but if you did, they'd be more delicious. Okay, the north. I would like all directions, please. Yeah, untested. Are you kidding me? I just got a key. Oof, the drawing room. Now, how many of these are actually mechanical rooms? It's not giving me the thing that tells me. Oh, wait, no, I can barely see it down there. So that is... So, two. Got two mechanical rooms in this house. So this room would have two doors. And I have no idea which ones they would be. I think I've got to take the drawing room because it gives me flexibility. But yeah, the power has now been completely cut off. Didn't end up helping. Okay, where'd we go? I think I'm getting stressed just because I'm worried about basically giving myself the day 30 deadline, even though I don't think there is a real one. Is there a chess piece just hidden in here? There is a pawn. So the answer was yes. I was hoping for a queen or a king. Because portraits in here, I figured maybe. So we want a right turn or just a really good room. A really good room would be nice. Pump room, money. So I've got a dead end now. I don't need the food. I can redraw. Ooh. How good is the study? Well, it'll have a king piece in there. Yippee. I think I want to redraw. Great, green rooms are free now. It might have things that I could dig, or I can basically skip it. I'm still hoping to find the ladies' chamber, and I haven't really been to that corner very often. So we're just trying to keep it going. Detector, and I didn't see any. It was a well hidden. Maybe not. Okay, straight ahead. Or something that's just so good, I'm happier that I had it than an extra one. I mean, this would basically give me 15 endurance, and the chance for the antechamber. The office, I don't know the code. I could spread coins around this entire house, so they would all go to the conference room, so a whole bunch of coins there that I couldn't really spend, say, in the trophy room. I'm not the happiest with it. What was that? Oh, maybe that was the sleep masks. Well, you certainly need the metal detector to find the coins it adds to these rooms. Okay, back to the drawing room and then west. We're hoping for many connections. Got a free redraw, but all of these doors are locked, and not with keycards like I was expecting or hoping. I don't really like any of these. Spread keys throughout the house. That might be worth it. I'd have to go all the way back to the conference room, but I have reached rank 8 via the quest bedroom, so the dining room would give me a bunch of stuff. And if I can make it to the foundation, I'd have to draw the pump room at some point as well. But maybe if I find the great hallway somewhere in here, I can open the east door and, it gives me a chance if I do a big backtrack right here. Then I can try coming up through the spare room. So, how many keys will you have spread throughout this house? Don't know. Run back a ways to find out. So, through the observatory. Sorry. Can I buy more of them? Need 5 or 8 for those food-based bonuses. I guess I want to visit the dining room now because it's not on the way to anything other than an end-of-day coat. What are you? It's Porterhouse Steak. So, yeah, I didn't get the showroom. At least not yet. Now I've got plenty of steps to go. All the keys that would have spread could all be in this room. Better be more than one, or I'll be really annoyed. Okay. I put them on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not so bad. And if I don't get anything else, I can spend them all in the locker room at the end. But I also wanted to hit the conservatory to try digging. Oh, and back to the conservatory. We made it. Digging. Oh boy, a turnip. That's what I moved all that way. It would give me a single coin just to make sure I never get to run this experiment. Clearly this game is messing with me in a malicious way. Ah well. And something added 2 locked chests in the hall. Nope. Well, I got keys now. Hopefully there's more in the boxes. A secret garden key. Lockpick, eh? So sometimes, maybe I get a free try at each lock in the locker room. I don't think there's anything else I can use back there, but I can use the corridor and go straight up to the archives. Nothing outside that I wonder how many locked boxes I could use if I got an experiment. And now we're looking at new rooms again. I did not get a secret garden key. I'm still hoping for some useful green rooms. Oh boy. Boy. I mean, at least I might be able to dig, but I didn't get anything going. Hey, gem. Hey, and the other green rooms might give me something good. Okay, back through the commissary. I might as well spend points I've got. So, sledgehammer, that would have saved me a couple of keys if I'd had it before. I don't need a salt shaker. It's going to give me one. No, I'd rather just have 3 gems than a salt shaker and. So this is our only path right now, is the lock. So I basically have to try it. So I have to have a key to even try it. But the lockpick might make it free? That's the sense I get. I've got plenty of options, but I've got no way into the antechamber right now, so I just need good stuff. I could get a bunch of coins that I can't really use. Dead end, pump room, or at least the office would turn left. The pump room would send me further south. And it's also a king room. I have not gotten a queen room, but maybe there will be one way at the back. So, oh, king room. Hello, all the stuff I've seen every single time I don't have anything new to try, but feel good. Switch that up. Run payroll. Oh, interesting. So you can only do that once a week on Monday. So that would have put a check into the head maid place. So there's a whole bunch of coins right at the beginning. What am I even looking for here? I don't need to read any email. I can request an item to be put into the commissary, I think. And I could remotely log in. Special order. Boy, what would I like to be in? And I set the metal detector. Approve order. We're out of it. Well, you know what? If I got the pump room and I had a bunch of keys and the lockpicks, maybe it would be worth draining the reservoir. But I'd have to get to the foundation to do it because I can't go in through. Yeah. Oh, so I. Oh. So I wasn't able to use the lockpick on the lock. Oh, you're messing with me. If I took the pump room, there's no way I could get to the foundation to actually make use of its impact on the reservoir. All of these are taunting me. I could get food, that won't help me. I could get extra ability to move around. I mean, maybe I just fill in the fountain for fun, but sure, we're putting the pump room in. I'm not going to put in there at all, because I'm still trying to get into the antechamber again. Who thought it would be so hard to get back? Maybe I could get a special key, but there's nowhere I could use it. Dark room would give me 2 openings, but I'm out of safe things, so I would be drawing entirely random coming out of it. Which at this point may be better than what the kitchen's going to give me. The kitchen, I would at least... I'm going to be able to reach them. I just may not get anything good help. Great. What a useful item that lockpick kit has turned out to be. Yay. Oh boy. A 3-gem corner room. I mean, I might as well just spend all my gems here. Who knows if this is just something amazing. It's a special rare room. It's the attic that will have 8 items in it. Be a dead end. Okay, so we've got a globe back there. Bishop here. Another painting. It's the lady with the moon necklace again, and it's got like a red gem in it. Interesting. Is this... Again, we don't know if this is our father. Oh, no, this was I mean, we've definitely seen his mustache. So this must be the two brothers, and this is Herbert Sinclair. Aha. So we've got a Mount Holly crate here. I still think that was more of a crate than this. Is this create? I mean, that matches what I was expecting the letter to be here. You give me the secret garden key now, how dare you? But you know what? I mean, that could let me get the secret garden key, which would open up the west door that I cannot get into from here. Unless I get, like, secret passage, that gets me to a blue room. You know, it's... oh. So mocking. But yeah, I think this is create and crate, and that's going to finish off almost all the puzzle. We're still missing the opposite. What else do we have here? What's this? Another deposit box key. Interesting. Yeah. Oh boy, a battery. Maybe that would be useful. Yeah, for contraption. Open. Even more keys. But we're gonna have a good time in the locker room. Yes. I think we've read this once before, but let's check again. Yeah, Miss Marigold, thank you for giving our editors the opportunity to consider your book, The Red Prince. I regret we've come to the conclusion, though your illustrations are wonderful, change the ending to political. Okay. So the Ruffington Publishing. But I think for the two boys that we were seeing in the camp room or the bunk room, we know which two boys they are now. It's Herbert and Simon. So at least some of the family stuff is starting to come together a little. Alas, it's not going to save us for today. Got one room left open. It's the south face from the dark room. And I mean, I could put the secret garden right here. I think there are doors on both sides coming out of the secret garden, so I could go straight across. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. Oh, I can probably even dig here. So if I could get a secret passage, maybe I can make it to the antechamber. Secret hidden flowers. What are you trying to tell me? It's the wrong side. Okay. Not that we could get to the east side either. Hold to skip. Since it's just taunting today. So what is our metal detector? Wow, not once will my experiment... Maybe it's too overpowered, so they just refuse to let me benefit. There was a chance it was something useful. So, my only chance is a secret passage or something that connects to a secret passage right here. Still 0 times. It's amazing my luck with digging. The boudoir, it would give me a... And that might even be a queen room. And getting something open at the bottom would make the entire day worth it. That's a dead end. That's nothing. Boudoir it is. Come on, be a queen room. Those are extra tasty today. Okay, so what was the date that I had come up with? I believe it was 1950. Yeah, Lady Epsom married in 1951, which is something we picked up from the Guide to Reddington. Nothing. Okay, our last room yet again. I mean, you're not going to freeze my keys, so you're basically useless. Have more if I didn't reset. Can't get anything out of the kitchen that's going to help me, except maybe endurance, and I can't get down to the reservoir because even if I flipped the pump over to the reservoir, I need to go into the station, which is off from me. I needed the secret passage, and I busted. So that's useless. That's actually useless too. And I am amazed that I did not dig up 0 things once here. So is there... What can I salvage out of this day? There's no way for me to get to the west gate over there. I can't come up through the foundation by going in somewhere else. So the only thing that could maybe help me is if I went all the way to the chessboard out front, and the boudoir, being one of the ladies' primary rooms, actually has a queen hidden in it. Like, all I can think of is just to try as many lockers as I can and hope that there's... Oh! Well, that's something. So that's telling me to go just in front of the antechamber. Can I even get there? No. Thank you, useless treasure. Had almost as many steps as I started. Oh, hello. Where is the rumored room 46? Yes, the theorized locations north of the antechamber. Something. It's not below the foundation. It's not in the full house of 45 rooms. One... I think that's the bunker room. Plus bunk room? Yeah, outer room. Ah, there's a secret door in the tomb. That doesn't exist, red herring. So, grotto. I mean, there's definitely... So yeah, I found in the secret garden the hidden lever behind the moon symbol. But yeah, it's not in the full house, and it's not below. I feel like I've already got the information of this, but it's nice to just find something to tease me. I could coat check something again. Okay. So do I put the key card back in? I mean, maybe the vault key would be something, because certainly have not found a safe deposit in a while. But then that forces that's the thing that it continues to have. Maybe the treasure map. The card was so hard to find, though. I feel like that's worth pulling out early so that you just have it the rest of the day. Okay, is there anything else left? Right, I wanted to try the chessboard, just in case I was wrong. I'm gonna just teleport down there. We're back in... I mean, this could reasonably be called a grotto, but it's the present. So we had the office way back there. And the ladies' room, the bar, right around there. We didn't get credit for it. We're not going to. So that doesn't count as her room. All the rest of the things we've got in here are not going to. I mean, not bad, pretty much from memory without consulting the plans. I knew we had one. That's where the security was. I've gone way too long. I got frustrated a few different ways. The digging thing, I never got... I can't believe it. I had that before we even entered the house. I dug so many times, and for once, finally, the first time, I didn't find a single piece of junk. Ah, outrageous. It just refuses to let that experiment go forward. It's just too powerful. Ah. Okay. Well, I'm calling it a day in more ways than... Oh, it's a garden manor again. Red rooms, but I mean, that's secret garden. Not too bad. But oh boy, is that going to do it. It even has me clicking around on the main menu. What if there's a... You know what? Orindia. EGSEI? What do you bet that's the answer to a puzzle somewhere? That's how fried I am right now. So that's gonna do it for today. I will see you next time on Wheel of Games. Bye-bye.